everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Wizard of Legend. We're gonna get started here. It's been, and by the way, it's your boy. It's the most important thing you need to know. It's been a couple of days since I played. I was down in sunny and abhorrent Los Angeles, California. No offense if you live there. It's a bit of a rude way to start the episode, but I had a good time. I was checking out a game you may have seen on stream, the Hitman 2 Sniper Challenge. Anyway, what I was going to say is I know there's multiple ways that we could random. I don't think there's a mod, but there's a website that does it for you. As a developer, to some extent, not a game developer, but at least like an application or software developer to a minor extent, I can't use somebody else's app for something like that because it makes me feel self-conscious, like a little imposter syndrome. It means they've got one over on me. So instead, I'm using random.org, which is exactly the same thing, and I'll oblige you to not mention that. I have random numbers here for our Arcana. We did win our last run, but we did get a new Arcana. There it is. So we might as well use this one. This Arcana allows you to teleport all nearby enemies into a chaos storm. I know what that means. So our numbers are going to be 30, 23, blank, and 10. Let's start with 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Terror Ring. Sure. I have no idea. It looks like they got to be really close. Our dash is 23. Just all the way up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 23 is Air Burst, our basic. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30. It's going to be Aqua Arc. Oh, Aqua Arc. You guys like Jethro Tull? Sorry, my voice is shot. Like, it's not shot. It just needs a little bit of warming up. I did an NLSS on Wednesday. Immediately went to the airport. Landed in LA. Midnight or so. Well, 11, and then I got to the hotel at midnight. I can take this one. Wait, what's our relic here? Slept for a few hours, went to the event, went straight to the airport, and then, like, that was that. Reduces damage received to a maximum of 10% of max health. I mean, it worked last time, but I don't know if it would have if we hadn't had the Chaos Arcana of our dreams. I don't really know what to use, to be honest with you. I do wish there was a random relic button. Evade all attacks. Yeah, let's try Limo's Leaf. Evade all attacks while dashing. That makes it feel a little bit more like a traditional, or not a traditional, but like a Gungeon sort of thing. Anyway, I got home last night at around 8. After that, I ate at 8. And then I had an after 8. And then I had to go to the bathroom to what? See, that's a joke that'll get by the Google DeepMind language filter. Hey, stop that. I have no idea if this is any good. It seems like way too dangerous, because they don't immediately get teleported. They get teleported after, like, a little bit of time. And they also don't get teleported if they're large. But anyway, after I ate, I was like, I feel pretty good. Maybe I'll get some work done. And then, you know, 10 minutes later, I fell asleep. I slept for like 10 hours, and it was awesome. I will fight the boss. We're about that lifestyle. We don't mind fighting the boss. Early on in a run. Does not matter. Now, I think if I actually remind... That was cool. If I actually remind myself that the Aqua Arc is a ranged attack, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna do attacks at a distance. We're not gonna take that much damage. Everything seems okay. So here's what I'm thinking right now. We're in a unique situation. It certainly does not seem bad. But I do believe... I have no idea what some of these do. That's okay. We got a lot of gold. What I am looking for is an Arcana. Hello. Hello! Flashy boots are terrible. I remember. I'm gonna try Stanza of Flames again. All fire arcana cause burning, but receive double damage from water spells. We have no fire spells. So as far as I can see it right now, we're looking out for two things in particular. One of those two things is a freezing or control relic, and by relic, as always, you know I mean arcana. That way, we can actually reliably use both the Terra Ring, as well as the Chaos, whatever our Arcana is called, that sucks enemies into the Chaos Storm. Because it seems fine. The problem with it is that it's pretty hard to enable. Like right now, I'm just... Hey, stop that. Right now, I'm just kind of sending it out, and if it works, it works. But rarely is that, like, reliable. I wish you didn't move forward with the Aqua Arc, because it always feels like... It's not the game's fault, but... oh, I have a signature, too. Let me focus on that for just a microsecond here. Not at all worth the damage we took, but that's okay. You know what? We can detonate it ourselves. Disregard. So if we just right-click twice, we're in a better spot. I will take the Enhanced Basic. None of these interest me all that much. So I'm looking for Fire Arcana, which I generally tend to gravitate towards regardless. And then I still would like some kind of Control Arcana. Yeah, double right-click makes this so much better. Thank God, and you know, I come by it honestly, but I've done it 1,000 times. Thank God I figured that out before we got to like the 25-minute mark of the video. So now is it a chance to... I thought it was a chance to freeze that we got going for us here. Lost a little bit more HP than I'd like. With our basic, I mean the chance to freeze. But, lost a little bit more HP than I'd like. But, you know, in the first floor, life goes on, basically. I am a little bit disappointed. I really, really dislike the, like, magnetic follow-up Arcana that was available. Bubble Burst, I don't know, but I don't really want to buy something that's not a Fire Arcana or something that can lock enemies down so that we can get a more valuable Chaos Arcana attack on them. Like, I really think if we can get, like, not necessarily Creeping Tendrils, but something that sucks the enemies up in, like, a tornado close by. That was extremely bad. That would be for the best. Please. Well, we're going to be at 462. Not a lot, but not zero. We're going to lose our charge for certain. Well, we have 289 gold, so usually every floor gives you enough to at least buy an Arcana. So I think we should buy a couple of relics if possible. This makes melee Arcana do way more crits. Tea of Mercy. Let's give it a shot. All healing increases your max health up to a certain limit. Sure, and then Autograph Pad. Damage and movement speed is increased while Signature Arcana is charged. I mean, if we get Infinity Marble, that seems insanely good. Like, we could even not bust our Signature Charge and just take a semi-permanent damage and movement speed buff. Now, is that actually viable? Like, it always depends, you know. How much does it improve your damage and movement speed? If it improves it a little bit, you're not necessarily in the clear. If it improves it a lot, you're loving it, right? I do feel faster. I also feel down the stairs and ravioli on me, but nobody asked me about that. That's right, I follow the memes. It's a meme of our own creation. It's just good business sense to follow that. I actually kind of like the combo we got going on here. It's not there yet, and not having a... Nice try. Not having a fourth Arcana for offense is pretty nasty, but... Wow, I got interrupted in the middle of my attack. But we can get there still. I can't believe I actually got him in that. I thought he was way too far away. Okay, we didn't hit him at the right moment. He summoned new enemies. It's okay. Ride the damage and movement buff for a while. Then go to town. It's pretty much as good as it gets for us. Alright. Could have been worse. Arcana, please? Ooh, we got Royal Flush. I'm starting to recognize some of these. Royal Flush is horrible for us right now because we have all different kinds of Arcana. But if we can get... And the sad thing is that our #1 priority is probably a Fire Arcana. But... that's not going to help out Royal Flush too much. I don't really want to do the Arcana Gambit right now. And you might say I'm a coward, and you would be correct. But on the other hand, what if it takes our Chaos Arcana? Maybe it can't, but I don't know that. That's just what I want to happen right now. So I can't assure that that is indeed the case. I see the Arcana store. We should go there. I hear they have great sales this time of year. There is a Fire Arcana. It seems like the kind of thing we'll try to throw down after we catch enemies inside of the Chaos Storm. It doesn't really do any damage if they die, is the thing. But I wouldn't call that a negative. It also, man, the range on the firewall is very small. What do you have for me? We're kind of done with this floor, honestly. Did we find our 4th shop? We did. I think I'm just gonna go. We could look around for gold a little bit more, but I actually feel like we're at a weak point right now. You know, if we're at a strong inflection point, I want to explore. If we're at a bit of a weaker point, I'd rather not. Because generally speaking, she's going to give me some kind of enhanced Arcana that I'm going to be very happy to see. Not as much damage as I'd like, but life goes on. Okay, you're not supposed to get caught by that one. That's the embarrassing one. It's gonna take a little longer than I thought. This is kind of what I meant when I said, like, we're at a little bit, it feels like a bit of a weak point. Please, God. A decent Arcana. I think it's horrible. It is control, though, right? Cultivate a row of entwining vines that roots foes. Rooting is bad, though, or at least not as good as a stun. Because the number of times that we've been in a situation where I've rooted enemies and then they still hit me because I just think that they can't attack is out of control. Not really the game's fault, more my own fault, but still. Autograph pad again? Right, what is... All Fire Arcana cause burning. See this? You are botching the run completely here. I guess they do get stunned for like a second in there. So we're gonna need to buy HP on this floor. It's not an embarrassment. It's just unfortunate. We lost like 200 HP in the limited amount of time that we've been down here. It's time to just get it back together. So I love, well, I don't necessarily love signature, the firewall getting better. What is this, Norton antivirus? But no, really. We have to prioritize our health above all for now. Hello, hello, and all that. almost got me. Wow, they all ran into the fire. That's incredible. Thank you so much for your incredible support. Dude, I'm so happy we got that healing orb. Now, that was like the most inefficient way, wow, I've seen in a long time to handle the room. But we got through it just fine. But then by the time I finished that sentence, everything had gone, you know, completely messed up. I did teleport that guy over a pit. I would love to be able to do that reliably. Not likely to happen. All I want to do... I mean, first off, like Sheryl Crow said, all I want to do is have some fun. And I got a feeling I'm not the only one. But secondarily, all I want to do is actually be able to, you know, okay, bang, 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 and cash register noise and take your money. Are there any other references to all I want to do? Ominous Lone Note is not necessarily bad. Although it would inhibit our gold for a long time, it would make us able to buy things on this floor that might be important, like HP, as well as the upgraded firewall, which, while not necessarily, what does the upgraded firewall actually do? Extends further and assembles quicker. Please stop. This floor is a real test. I can't believe I thought the last floor was a weak point. This floor is a weak point, dude. 138. It's still non-negotiable for now. Oh, I hate this room. It's still non-negotiable for now. We have to buy HP. I'm so thankful those doors didn't close on me. Okay, well, you have, again, I would love to get Signature Rocket. You know what I've realized? When they run into the vines, they get trapped as well. So it's still not great, I think, but the fact is, they do... Oh, man, our HP came way up. Free relic, too. If we can get an enemy to fall into them, then that's okay. After using a dash... using a dash arcana immediately after another arcana lowers cooldowns for all arcana of the same element as your dash. That's terrible for us right now. We're only 80% of the way through the floor. This is one of those situations where I think we need to explore. I did not expect you to be able to pivot that quickly. So in a way, like, you know, it's very flattering for you to be able to hit a master of this video game such as myself. I really thought that would destroy the projectile. That's on me. I think I also need to realize you don't necessarily need to catch an enemy in the AoE to put them in the Chaos Storm. You could also just throw the Chaos Storm at them. That'll work. I just want to get 175 so we store a signature charge between rooms seems very good. Upgrading our firewall seems interesting. Might be good, I have no idea. We're only 94% of the way through. If we go back, it's nice that we don't have to backtrack the whole floor right now. We're going to go back. We're going to break furniture as we see it. I think we have to go down. 10 gold is fairly likely, especially when there's enemies here. So obviously that's like exactly what you're looking for. You're still alive somehow. 179. Yeah, I think, well, there might be one more. No. I think we have to buy Signature Rocket. We don't have any 10 out of 10 Arcana. I think this comes close to a 10 out of 10 Arcana. Cobalt Firestone, I have no idea. Anything related to fire? doesn't seem that useful for me right now, if I'm just being honest, because we only have Firewall, and that landing is, like, unreliable. We have a lot of situational Arcana, is the way I feel about it. I preferred when we had one very large beam, and no matter where we used it, it destroyed every enemy in its path, and if it didn't, we threw out our second very large beam. I would still like Infinity Marble as well, but that's just because I'm a Marvel fanboy. Stop! That's way too many attacks coming in way too fast. You know, I know that you've seen Wizard of Legend videos before. You know full well this one's looking a little rough around the edges right now. Hey, hey. I don't have high hopes that we're gonna win, but I do see like a... Well, we generated a signature like almost accidentally. I do see a path to victory, believe it or not. Terrible. And that's exactly the wrong time to say you see a path to victory, because I've only taken off like a third of this dude's HP. I know, okay, he wasn't doing anything there. There's your firewall. Just get in there and do like anything. Let's go. We need to play, and this is 2-2, yeah. We need to get our HP back up there. So again, it's non-negotiable. We have to buy health on this floor. We're probably getting close to that maximum. It's another firewall upgrade. Oh no. It's only 125. It's not 175 like I said before, so you're saying there's a chance. The greater question is definitely whether or not it's even worth purchasing the enhanced firewall to begin with. But if we can buy that as well as the health, we'd like to, and by like to, I mean absolutely have to, or we're gonna super die, which is way worse than regular death. You wouldn't understand, it lives in Canada. You haven't met it yet. Hey, I dodged in the wrong way. I always go for the greedy, like trying to get one too many attacks, catch one too many enemies inside of the AoE, and it's gonna get me killed, man. We have 64 HP, that's horrible. Are you a relic shop? You're a relic pawn shop. You may buy my relics, please, by the way. I do not want Royal Flush. Goodbye. I do not want elemental points. It's irrelevant right now. Everything else is okay. In fact, probably better than okay. Now we have enough gold to start considering things. And you know what? It's only once you get a little bit better. I'm not saying I'm good. It's only once you get a little bit better at this game you realize that there's actually a resource you wouldn't necessarily expect. And that's Arcana slots. And by Arcana slots, as always, I mean relic slots. If we get hit by one of those, we'll actually die. No joke. Thank God. Now we won't, ironically, but this must be our... Oh, it's not! So yeah, we want to... selling trash relics actually seems not like a top-tier shop, but pretty useful. Because we need those slots for things that we actually, at this point in our, you know, in-game lives understand are useful. So it's actually up and to the left here. We have 601 HP. Our max HP is so good. We could also take Ominous Bank Loan, but it would have to, I mean, I have to see what's in our shops, really. I need you to come this way, please. Basically, we can't be messing around at all here. I am a fool. I dodged, but I dodged in like the exact same trajectory that the boulder was coming. That's on me. I'm coming back with another Wizard of Legend episode. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. For now, thanks for watching. I'm going to full random next time, and I'll see you then. Not the game's fault, my fault, but you know in the back of my head I'm like, it's the game's fault. See ya!